Starting a clothing brand is kind of like baking a pie. Let me explain. To make a great pie, you need the right ingredients. You need just the right amount of sugar, the right doughy consistency, and most importantly, the right main ingredient like pumpkin or apple. Kind of getting a little hungry just talking about pies. The same goes for your clothing brand. You need the right equipment in combination with the clothes to be able to customize them and appeal to a wide customer base. Have you seen a successful clothing brand that just sells, for example, embroidered polos? How about those that only print t-shirts? Some of them might work for a while, but to be honest, most of them end up failing. In fact, most of the cool brands that are selling out right now, like Stussy, Palm Angels, and Gallery Department, don't make most of their money by selling t-shirts. What? Stick around to find out why. These t-shirts are just the end that these brands use to get people hooked, and in turn, when the people wear these t-shirts, these brands receive free advertising when you wear them around town. But if you actually dive deeper into these popular brands' apparel lines, you'll find a combination of great sewing, embroidery, and printing techniques. So I'm assuming you're watching this video because you're researching how to start your own apparel brand. Here's how I can help. My company, Ricoma, manufactures the actual equipment and software solutions that apparel decorators use to customize their own clothing. Embroidery machines, sewing machines, and a wide variety of printers. So this is what I can tell you from experience. Start with what's easy while you're ramping up. Learning to use new machinery isn't for everyone, but if you've made the decision to create and decorate your own product line in-house, which by the way can save you a lot of money in the long run, here are the two machines that I would recommend you start with. Number one, a quality heat press. Why? Heat presses are extremely versatile and can allow you to transfer different designs onto a variety of garments. If you own a heat press, then really the sky's the limit in terms of which apparel decoration method you want to apply. If you don't believe me, check out this video in the card above or down in the links below on 3 easy ways that you can start a business with simply a heat press. One of the super easy ways that people get started with a heat press is a heat transfer vinyl. You can heat press vinyl like a puff vinyl, which is super popular right now. You can also press heat transfers that you buy that are pre-made designs onto a variety of garments like t-shirts, hoodies, or even caps if you have a cap heat press. A heat press is not only easy to use, but it's also very affordable. If you're a great designer and you're just starting out with your own clothing brand and you have an idea for a design that might sell out, simply buy a heat press, buy a bunch of pre-made transfers with your designs on them, and then see how they turn out when you put those designs online. All right, before I go to the next machine, make sure you are subscribed to this channel and like this video if you enjoy content like this so that you keep up to date with content that can help you along your journey. Next up is an embroidery machine. An embroidery machine can add texture and dimension to your design, making them stand out. Plus, it offers a professional finish and durability so that it elevates the perceived value of your clothing brand. Anything that you add embroidery to, you can automatically sell it for almost double the price of the same design if it was printed on. Not a lot of brands do embroidery, so it also kind of makes you stand out in the marketplace because embroidery is a little bit of a higher barrier to entry, but that's where the money is made. If you're just starting out with a limited budget and have no prior experience, then I would recommend that you start out small, perhaps with a single needle sewing and embroidery machine combo. These will typically cost you only a couple of $100s, very similar to the price point of a entry-level heat press, but this will give you the freedom to try out this new medium and start to gain your knowledge within embroidery. If you decide that you like the look of embroidery and you want to incorporate more of that into your brand, then you'll definitely want to upgrade to a multi-needle commercial embroidery machine in the future so that you can do other things like hats and other accessories, allowing you to expand your variety of offerings and make you more profit. With a multi-needle commercial embroidery machine, it can also give you the versatility to do much larger designs with embroidery and do them much faster, so you're saving time and therefore making more profit in the long run. These larger, more intricate designs can also sell for a much higher premium in the marketplace, therefore elevating your brand's presence amongst your customers. Plus, once you expand into commercial embroidery machines, there's multiple options, some even with multiple heads to embroider several items of the same design at the same time, so it can really get you going once your orders start to pick up. If you want to learn more about embroidery, check out this video in the card above and down in the links below on several reasons why embroidery embroidery is so profitable and why you should add it to your business. All right, remember what I said in the beginning about combining different techniques to create the perfect pie? All right, so here's how you actually apply that. With your heat press and embroidery machine, you can sell printed t-shirts for a lower price point and then upsell those customers to a higher price point product. The t-shirt can serve as the easy in to your brand, and the embroidery can be the main bread and butter. Sorry in advance for all of the food references. If you watch any content that creators are putting out now about starting a successful fashion brand, they're all saying the same thing. You're probably not going to build a successful clothing brand by being a one-trick pony selling just printed t-shirts. You have to be able to offer something special. There's simply too much competition out there, and everyone thinks that they're going to be the next Supreme. Also, for those of you out there looking to start your own clothing brand, one pro tip that I will give you before I forget is to make sure you register your business simply as an LLC. Make sure to then use that LLC to establish accounts with the blank wholesalers so that you can get discounted blanks. Now, I was on the fence about putting this third machine and method in here, but I think it's really important for the real fashion brands out there. And that is a sewing machine. Wait, don't click away. Sewing garments from scratch is not easy, but there are plenty of things that you can create if you just know the basics. In fact, there's an Instagram page that is cutting up designer sweaters and sewing different pieces back together into a unique style and design and charging hundreds of dollars for it. So here's what I would recommend if you're thinking about incorporating sewing into your brand. First off, start off with print. It's a really easy and low-cost way to get started, and you're able to test the validity of your designs. Then start incorporating some embroidered designs to different pieces of garments to make your brand look more elevated and stand out amongst the competition. And finally, get really creative and make that one unique thing that makes your brand stand out and really take off. And if it works, sew it again and again using a sewing machine and sell it for even higher price points. So that's it. The longer you procrastinate your dreams, the more it opens up the opportunity for someone else to embrace the challenge and build theirs. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video if you enjoyed this content, and follow us on Instagram where we cater content to apparel decorators just like you. Also, comment down below what you've tried when launching your apparel brand and what worked for you and what didn't. All right, that's it for us for today. See you guys next time.